In this video, we're going to explore what it takes to make a unit meta. Don't let the mention of the word meta scare you. We're going to be exploring outside the realm of tier list, accepting that any unit can be viable as long as they are given the proper dedication. That very proper dedication I'm going to teach you about in this video. With this definition, any unit can be meta. The game can be cleared by 4-star units, so let's not fall victim to this perceived power that is being a 5-star character. However, it is also important to note that there are some heights that are too high to achieve for some characters. For instance, Big Daniel has the highest damage output, and getting close to that is pretty much impossible for most, if not all, characters. So we're aiming to just simply clear all the content and juice our characters up so that we can get the most out of them. This is especially useful if you just love a specific character, so let's explore that. I'm going to break everything down into multiple sections where we tackle non-guaranteed power, aka relics, and then guaranteed power that a character offers. This video may contain information that is already apparent to many players, but I'm going to present it in a way that many will still find themselves learning from. You may find an opportunity to turn intuitive understandings into calculable and logical understandings. As you've seen on screen, I'm presenting a Google Sheet that is analyzing the contribution of each way to make a character stronger. Some elements are much more important and impactful than others, and that's what this video is going to explore. I will bring it back up when it is time to make a point or describe what you're seeing. If you're like me, you can't help yourself but gamble. I, in preparation for Seal, haven't farmed a single thing for her, but you can bet I have a relic set ready for her. So in this section, I'm going to rehash some quick talking points from a previous video and condense them here. If you want the longer version, check out the little eye info thing in the top right and it will take you there. We're aiming to improve our relic game by keeping certain ideas in mind while examining relics. For instance, who would have thought that a healer like Luocho would scale off of an attack stat or Ting Yun as a support? Maybe we'll get a preservation unit that also scales off of attack stat or something like this. The future is unwritten, so if you get a body relic with attack percent main stat with some decent substats like speed or crits or effect res, HP defense, percentage, not the flats because flats suck, or even break effect, don't just throw it away. I'm not saying keep everything, but if you think, oh man, this piece is really cohesive and would totally work around a certain character archetype, you may just be right, especially in the future. So how do you do it? What we're doing is we're fishing for relics that are almost complete or at least have a few good subsets. If by leveling the relic to level 3 you can create a relic that would look amazing at level 0, then you have a good relic. In this game, more than we've seen in Genshin, many units have different scaling, so it's important to really hold on to keep a large variety of potential relics. With how RNG relics are, if you pre-farm the future while farming for your intended pieces, it's probably a good idea to do so. It will save you time and energy. I'm holding on to this break effect piece here because what if one day a break unit comes out? This is a bit copium, but you know what if they do exist, you know? You don't have to find a perfect 4-statted relic in every slot. Just work with what you have, and again, if you see a 3-stat relic that, if it rolls into the stat you want, would look great, try.
Yeah, and oh my god. This dude.
You can see here that I have a bunch of pieces that I've attempted. Some failed and some succeed, but I absolutely have created more relics than I normally would have if I didn't just try. Now to return to the sheet, and the biggest takeaway from this section is that the second most important contribution to power, but I don't mean the perfect substats, is the main stats on the relics and getting those relics to level 15. What we want here is the perfect main stats and set bonuses. We're not worried about the 1 to 2% power gains granted by slightly better substats, so once you get your main stats, do the other recommended power gains, such as, and very importantly, traces. At level 60, you will unlock Equilibrium 5 mission. After becoming Equilibrium 5, you unlock Difficulty 6 for Crimson Calyxes. At the moment, this is the highest level possible. This is where we get our traces, a source of our guaranteed power. I've written a little script with the best of my knowledge and coding, which isn't much, to determine the average amount of energy required to go from 0 trace materials all the way to finishing a 5-star unit, which I am happy to share with everyone watching. I'm fortunate enough to have a friend that is willing to host this little tool on a subdomain for his website for everyone out there so they can see where they're at and how long their farm will take. My friend didn't ask me to talk about it, but I wanted to. He's the creator of Fireside. Fireside bot is a Discord bot that I use every time I'm in Discord with the boys. My favorite feature is the ability for any of the boys to DJ for us and play music in the chat. So check it out if you like listening to music with the homies in Discord and stuff. He's currently working on version 2.0 to support slash commands, and you can join the support server for updates on his progress there. If we're lucky, it will be available by the end of the year. And thank you for sitting with me through that. I just want to give my friend the attention and appreciation he deserves. But back to the tool. If you're starting from 0 materials, it will take you approximately 45 6x runs of the Crimson Calyx, consuming about 2,750 energy. Of course, a disclaimer, Hoyo hasn't released the exact drop rates, so this value could be slightly off, but I did use the drop rates posted by the Honkai Star Rail data gathering Discord, because they put a little Google sheet out there which documented about 15,000 data points, and they took the average from that. So this is the best I can do. If in the future exact numbers are released, I will update the tool so it will be seamless. Moving on to our final section, I'm going to discuss Light Cone and character levels together because they both offer something very unique to the character. This would be the fact that they increase the character's base stats in HP, defense, and attack. All damage calculations in the game start here, at your base stats. So if you get a relic with 40% attack, that bonus attack is calculated directly from your base stats. Of course, this means the higher your base stats, the better. Basically, base stats are rolled into every other aspect of power inherently. It's incredibly clear, or at least it should be, why these are the most important. The 65% damage increase contributions of the Light Cone levels is a bit misleading for this reason. In an aphorism that JFK popularized, a rising tide lifts all boats. This means investing in an increase in base stats benefits every other aspect of power gain. So while the Light Cone may not look like it's contributing a lot, you have to remember that it's increasing the gains felt by everything else, including survivability. A 2k HP 500 defense Seal will get one shot and not have a chance to do her damage, so who cares if you leveled up everything else first? What's the TLDR on what you should focus first? Well, I mean, your first priority should be character levels, then Light Cone levels, then get the proper main stats on your relics, and proper set, although that's a little bit less important. After that, level your traces, and then you're kind of done. Now all you need to do is make sure you're in the proper set with your main stats. From here, farm relics for your substats to your heart's desire because you've already beaten the game, and the small upgrades you'll receive will only really increase your damage by small percentages at a time. All I'm saying is, don't get caught in the black hole that is relic farming early. It's just not as beneficial as it may seem. And yeah, I mean, that's it for me. You should be well on your way now to making any character incredibly strong in Honkai Star Rail. There you go. So thank you for watching this far if you did. And, if you did, start your comment off with the name of your favorite character in Honkai Star Rail. That way, I'll know you're the coolest around. I appreciate all the support, and of course, it means the world to me. So if you've enjoyed this video or found it helpful, if I could ask you to please leave a like, there it is, I did. I take the time to read all the comments, so feel free leaving one. I'm incredibly thankful to all those who have taken the leap of faith on me and the content I put out. I would like to increase that representation, so hopefully, if you find my content enjoyable, you'll consider subbing. And yeah, that's everything for me. So thank you all, and I'll be watching the comments and replying to as many as I can. So yeah, see ya.